In May of 2018, the act was signed and reauthorized for another 10 years.
Tax credits.
Tax credits.
Tax credits.
Tax credits.
Tax credits.
The historic preservation tax credits.
The preservation community that came together and worked so hard to make this happen a full 2 years before the existing tax credit program expired just shows how preservationists in Colorado can do amazing things when they put their minds to it.
Really, the idea behind the tax credit was how do we bring economic development and reinvestment in rural communities throughout the state? So not just the Denver metro area.
And Leadville's a really good example of that.
Doc Holliday was an employee here. He bartended. He dealt cards in the back room here. My family owns Silver Dollar Saloon. We're preserving a great piece of American history here. 5 layers on top of this floor. The entire center was a parquet dance floor held down with like black tar glue. It needed to go away, so we crossed our fingers and hoped that there was, something salvageable underneath. The tiles came up in pieces, so we just put it back together the best that we could.
We're doing a small project now. It's a good inspiration to local property owners because they can see that and say, hey, you know what? I can fix up my building. I can still take these tax credits and I can still do a historic preservation project and I can get something back from it. Like this lot is something that I can take advantage of.
Huge benefit, huge benefit.
They can tell people that story. Hey, you know what? This is the same floor that Doc Holliday walked on.
This tax credit really makes it possible to restore buildings in small rural communities. The really great thing about this effort was there was huge bipartisan support.
We have a great history here in Colorado, and if there's a way to really utilize tax credits to be able to enhance that history and show off that amazing history, I think people are on board for that.
When you don't have the grant or the matching funds, sometimes that means a developer might just pass on the opportunity and leave something to decay further.
Fruitdale is a great example. It had actually been vacant for about 10 years before it became this great affordable housing complex.
So they were able to take $1 million in state tax credits, and then they were able to take roughly over $1 million in federal tax credits. That's a significant reduction in your total costs.
And frankly, I don't know that it would have gotten to the finish line without that.
When buildings like this are restored, it makes you feel proud to be in the towns where these buildings are.